Hello and welcome, my beautiful twins, my beautiful Geminis. Brenda Tarot here with your general tarot and oracle card forecast for the week of May the 8th to the 14th, year 23. Starting off with your crossing over energy and your all over message, which is your download from spirit, you got study. So some of you might be taking a course, you might be going back to school, you might be doing research, because you know what, you are my Google kings and queens. You could be investigating, researching, and finding something to look forward to here. So this could be something that you're interested in, a new form of study. Maybe you're wanting to add something to your resume to level you up in a different income bracket, a tax bracket that is going to allow you to perhaps make more money or be in a higher seat of power. But you could be taking something here, studying something. It can be anything. You could be studying something, Googling something that you're interested in as a standard thing that you're going to be doing. Anyway, I do see study coming in, and you could be studying forms, documents, information that's going to help level you up or help you with a situation or a goal you're working on. Okay, coming in with your first energy card, you do have the courthouse, and this has to do with, the courthouse has to do with, solicitors, lawyers, the judges, magistrates, the crown, maybe even police officers. But it's, it can have to do with lawsuits and court proceedings, divorces, wills, contracts, taxes, disputes, and all legal matters. But know that whoever you have working in your end of, in your end of the ring, if you've hired and retained someone, they are very capable of helping you. And I do think you could have a good outcome. This could have to do with relationships. It could have to do with employment. And you're coming to an honest decision right now, but it generally represents official dealings of any kind. So you could be dealing with things like that at this time. Okay, moving along, you have the here and now. Well, basically, this is where you're situated right now, and it's being fully present in the moment, living one day at a time. And you could be feeling that that's what you're doing at this moment. You're in a sort of a stalemate right now, waiting for something to come in. But know that if you concentrate on something here, you have to remove yourself. It's like you've got one foot in the past and one foot in the future here. And you're in the middle here, trying to balance yourself, looking for those doors of opportunity to go through so that you can get to the top and raise your flag and say, yeah, here, I'm finally made it. So, this is, you're working right now on that golden moment, and your efforts are going to leave you a powerful legacy. So, stay in the moment. What you think now becomes your reality, so stay present. Now, your next card is the Free Associate, and it says, allow the first thing that comes into your mind without self-censorship to bestow a vision upon you. So maybe this is what's leading you to study here. You might be thinking about doing something totally unrelated to what you normally would do, and you're learning everything you can about it. And maybe this thought popped up in your mind, and you thought, wow, where did that come from? So you are free to do as you want. And this is you stepping up into the moment, the here and now, going up for what you want and standing in your truth in the process. So this is, I see a situation here where you're possibly researching something that you're going to be doing differently. They're telling me the word change. They're telling me the word don't be afraid. They're saying don't be afraid. And they're saying jump in and go for it. So whatever you're planning, my beautiful Gemini, don't be afraid and go for it. Now, coming in, this is past, present, future, what's holding you back, and your future coming in, what you need to look forward to, or the beginning, middle, and end of the week, whatever way you want to read this. Your first row, you've got the Four of Swords, and you've got the Knight of Swords. So you're definitely, you may have been feeling anxiety, you may have been lacking sleep, or this could be coming into your present moment right now. And, you could be worried about something. You might be having some fearful thoughts and anxiety coming in. But this is calling for not allowing yourself to become overwhelmed or have this mental overload. If you can avoid it, you need peace and quiet. You need sanctuary. You need to do some regrouping here in order to get your rest, because if you don't get your rest, then that's when we end up with physical ailments, right? So stress can lead to physical illness. So Not speaking like a physician in any way whatsoever. This card is advising you that you need to take some time out. You don't want to end up in the hospital, and you don't want to end up sick. So this is about regrouping, doing what's important, calling a timeout, taking a truce, and resting up. Now, while you do this, this could be your time you're going to meditate. It could be the time that you're going to be thinking about things, but on a nicer level, a more peaceful level. The Knight of Swords comes in with this. Now, we know that the Knight of Swords is fast-moving action, fast-moving energy. This Knight could be, coming in very suddenly saying, hey, there's something that you need to act on. Be careful. It's okay to step up and have to sign documents. Like we spoke about here with the courthouse, you might be signing legal documents of some sort that you can't shelve and wait around to do. But what you need to do is be sure you have good representation there, guidance here. If you need a lawyer or you need somebody who can guide you through the process, reading between the legal jargon and between the lines, so that you can understand it as a layman. So let go of the fear. I think that you need to be aware of any signatures that you're doing this week, but take your time. Don't rush in. You need to rest up and think about your moves this week. Coming in next, you've got, this could be this could be what you're experiencing right now. You might be in contact with the Six of Cups with somebody from a distance. There could be an announcement. Maybe somebody's letting you know there's going to be a wedding, or they're going to buy a house, or they may be contacting you to do something and they want your company to celebrate it here with the Four of Wands. But I see happiness coming into play here. This could be a child of yours that could be grown now. This could be, an adult child of yours that's saying, hey, I'm getting married, or I'm having a baby, or I'm moving in, or I'm buying a house with my partner, anything like that. You could also have someone who you could be returning to your roots, going back home, moving where you used to be. You might be finding a new home where you feel better and you feel more at home in a new place, or it's going to remind you of a place you lived at in the past. You could be connecting with an old colleague, an old friend, an old acquaintance, an old place of work and people there, or you could be actually connecting with a person that you had in a relationship from the past. Could even be your ex. I do think that maybe there's going to be a bit of a discussion whereby you're going to clear the air and maybe tie up loose ends, get closure at one way or the other. This person that comes in could bring you gifts. It could be in the form of time, effort, support, maybe even an apology could be coming in. Maybe there was a situation in your life that when you parted ways, you were immature, you were young, and now you've evolved, you've gone through transformation, and you're both more mature where you can discuss things and maybe even have a laugh about it. But I do think that there's going to be something here to celebrate and be happy about. And it could be maybe your children one of your children are going to be making an announcement. Now, your future energy, or the middle of the week here, is the Fool. And the Fool is all about not becoming a fool. And you've heard me say this many times. Don't jump off that cliff without checking your parachute. This card is all about preparatory work. In other words, getting everything in order, making sure your paperwork's done, making sure you've studied long and hard here, a situation that you need to be careful of, signing any documents, whatever the case is. But you're going to find that you're going to have some freedom here. The universe is setting you up to take a leap of faith, to go for something that you may have thought was out of reach. But studying up is going to help you here. Okay? Don't be afraid to travel. Don't be afraid to go on this new journey. Don't be afraid to take this leap of faith, because if you've done the work, you've prepared yourself, then this is your time to take this leap and go after this goal, go after this thing that you want to have a commitment with, this new beginning. It might even been something that was spontaneous that came up quickly, but you're going to know now you have all the resources with the Magician to take this leap of faith. I'm so glad that the Magician shows up with this card. So the universe says you've got everything at your fingertips right now. Time, effort, support, and maybe some even unexpected support or resources coming in to help you make this happen. Whatever you're working on, whatever you're trying to work on, I think you're going to be balanced. I see a wheel. I see the wheel of life. I see the wheel of the medicine wheel. I see balance coming into play here. Okay? I see you working at a round table, and that means that everybody gets to see each other equally. Okay, there's going to be fairness brought into some situation here when you take this leap of faith. That's what they're telling me. Now, coming in next, what's holding you back? You know, maybe you feel that you're not going to have the support that you need. Well, don't think that way anymore. You've got partnership here. You've got the Two of Cups, which is somebody coming forward here to offer you their hand in time, effort, support, and maybe even an apology or something here. But this card always is indicative of potential couples meeting and getting together, and soulmates and relationships. But this is a card of balance and harmony as well. And there could be, as I said, a proposal, an engagement, a marriage, or even just mutual respect with somebody who you have an emotional attachment to on a heart level. The Page of Swords comes in. Okay, we had the Knight of Swords, now we have the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is something that you're going to have to pay attention to. Could be some information that's coming in here that is going to bring you some clarity, but it may also slow your plans down because you need to go over it. This is something exciting. Pages are the beginnings of things. You had the Knight here where you may be asked actually now to sign something, and this could be the beginning of a new beginning here, of you being able to move forward in a progressive way, but also rewarding, because you know now you're standing in your truth. The truth has been revealed and you're able now to move forward. So you're feeling great about life. Wow, this is amazing. Now your final card, which could be your future energy, you've got the Hermit, and the Hermit comes in with the Emperor. So the Hermit is all about taking that time out into reflection, thinking about what it is you want to do. We had the Four of Swords here, calling a truce and taking a time out, but the Hermit is on a journey. And, you know, the Hermit is soul searching. The Hermit is wanting some spiritual enlightenment and going after it. And this is about you taking yourself within and thinking about self-reflection and introspection and contemplation, going into inner guidance and asking for it. This is a time of quiet solitude. But you're taking control of a situation here, and maybe you've just come to the fact, you being the Emperor, you have that ability to be your own boss, make your own decisions, being logical and organized, and now you're able to sit in that seat of power with confidence and with peace and harmony around you. I do think that, you know, you may be asked to step up and convey information to others. You could be asked to teach, preach, and convey something to other people. You could be counseling other people or mentoring other people as well. You have that ability, so don't be afraid. You've thought about doing something different here with the Hermit, and I think you're coming to a good conclusion that this might be what you want to do, is teach and counsel other people in some sort of topic here that you have studied and earned the degree and the credit to do this. So definitely good energy here, to, you know, reaching out to those that you need around you. Perhaps you may be, you know, tapping into mentors around you who are going to guide you. But I think this is sort of a collaborative effort. But you're going to be the head of something here. You're going to be in charge of it. So don't be afraid. You are your own free associate, my beautiful, beautiful Geminis, and you need to live in the here and now, but stand in your truth. Well, my beautiful, beautiful Geminis, this is your weekly reading for the week of May the 8th to the 14th, year 23. And I hope it brings you some clarity. Keep in mind, this is a general reading. I wish you a great remainder to today and a beautiful, optimistic week to look forward to. And always know I send you lots of love and many blessings. And I'll see you soon, Gemini.